This is a quick how-to video for signing documents through Transact. So I'm logged into the system here as a solicitor, and what I'd be able to see is all of the properties that I've currently got registered up on the system. So I could see everything that I've got here. And if I wanted to get any documents then signed, what you would need to do is click in here onto the More Details tab, and then you click on again into the Documents folders. Now you can get a variety of different documents signed. So you can have your Section 150, you can have the ATR, you can have the QED, you can have the contracts for sign. All of that can be signed digitally through our system. So how I would do this is click in on one of the folders. So if I click into the legal file here, and let's say I want to get a letter of authority from my customer, and I've got a husband and a wife and neither of them can come down to the office. So what I would do here is go to my letter of authority. I would upload that from my own computer. So wherever you'll have typed that out in Microsoft Word. So you simply grab that from your computer. You see the letter of authority there. So it's just your standard letter of authority you'd have for two people that needs to be signed separately. So I click submit, and once that's uploaded onto the system, then what I'm able to do is I click back on the actions button and I'd say request for sign. And what I'm able to do then is on that document, I will take whoever I need to sign it. So what I'm going to do is, if the customer is already registered, they'll be over here on the left hand side. If they're not, you can add people into it. So I'm just going to add a customer in, and I'm going to pop in then an email address for them. And so what I can do with that is I can tick this customer or any customer you want, and I can then get them to sign. And I put this little signature bit over where their name or their space would be to sign. Right? And I can do the same again then if I wanted to go in and add another person into it. And you can do this for as many people as you want onto the system. And then I would get a second email address for that person, and it goes out to them. Now you can put a code on it if you wanted, like a text security code, to make sure there's extra verification of security on it. So what I'm going to do then is I would get the signature again here. It'll always come up in the top left hand corner, and I simply just drag it down to where I need it. Right? So I need the person to sign down here. And then once you've done that, all you need to do is click send document. And what that does is it sends out the documents to the people that you've asked for the signature, and they'll then get an email through, and I'll show you how that works now as well. So they'd get an email through to themselves where the document would then pop up. So I would get a request for signature like this. Customer is able to go into the document. Now they can do this through their iPhone, their iPad, wherever they are. So they're able to go into the document, click continue. It'll ask them then to click on the start button, and it'll bring them down where they need to sign. Now they can sign that by picking a pre-selected signature, or they can draw their own signature on the screen. It's very easy on the phone, of course, to draw the signature. And once they click finish, what that will do is it will simply send a notification over to the second party in the chain that that document needs to be signed. And in real time, it would pop up. You see how quickly that's popped up. So it goes to the second party. The second party then gets the document through. And what they're able to see, of course, is when they click on their start button, it's already been signed by the first party. They can see that. And then they'd put in their signature onto it. So it's very, very easy to do, and it's very, very quick to do. And I click finish there. And once that's done, it's immediately basically sitting in on the Transact system. So what I'm able to do is I see as a solicitor here, when I uploaded the document, and the current status is that I'm waiting for signing. If I go in and check the signing status again by clicking on the grey button, what it'll tell me is number of signers, when it was sent, when each person signed it. So you can see even when it gets into a chain, when something is sent, who signed it, exactly where it is. And that document is then sitting for me here. It's saved as a second version, so that's going to be the signed version of the document. So when I go to download this as a solicitor, there it is. There's my document signed as quickly as that. And that can then be sent straight across into the bank. We do have access into the banks where all of this stuff can be emailed across. So the letter of authority and the QED can go together, emailed into the bank, and the documents will be sent out to you.